everybody, it's Lisa from Shabby Road Studio. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am continuing on with making some altered playing cards. We're going to fill this ring up with just randomness. So today we're going to try to do six cards in one video. And until I can get to Hobby Lobby and get some clear gesso, we're just going to do things however we can make it work, because I have been told the clear gesso does work to take the shine off. You know, it takes it back, you know, it puts a coating over top so you can add other things. But for today, we're going to be adding tissue, sewing paper, napkins, tissue, whatever I feel would work on the base of these. So I think I'm going to use glue stick. We're going to attempt glue stick. You know, I have a little issue with glue stick sometimes. So we're going to attempt to use the glue stick. Now it's possible I should have maybe sanded this a little bit, but we're gonna see. I want to start with the sewing pattern. I like this. The sewing pattern just gives it some cool, cool vibe. Because you end up with lines and little darts and whatever. And that just kind of gives it the background, vintagey looking background. Okay, so we're gonna let that one dry while we grab another one. I just want to say a big thank you to those who did pop over onto my new channel and become a subscriber. I appreciate that so much. It will help me get going. I know YouTube looks at those things, and if there's already some subscribers, I think they will suggest it to more people. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you so much. It is Shabby Road Studio Upcycled. So just Shabby Road Studio, the same as this one, but with upcycled at the end. Oh, that's nice. Right there. That is nice. I hope you guys don't get tired of altered cards, because I really do. I think they're fun. I like the way they turn out, and I really do want to do some more. I'm just cutting this one off to get that other piece free while we wait for this one to dry. So let's grab this one to make sure I am still in frame. I think yesterday's video was, I was filming a little too close to my project, so sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, I get that part, and this just goes on quite smooth. Right. Next. Oh, the gluing part's the boring part, so you can talk amongst yourselves. I love that. It's got the name of the pattern on this one. And I'm going to steal some of this one, because I think I need it for the next card. Let's get these ones out here. Let's line these up. Somehow I thought I had enough. Maybe that one should fit there. That one should fit there. Okay, so we do have just barely enough. But yeah, my plan is to go grab some clear gesso at Hobby Lobby, because I think it'll come in handy, especially if we're going to be doing more of the playing cards, even other things that are shiny. I think that'll be good to have on hand. Let's take this down to about right there. Getting wrinkles is good because that just adds to the texture. This one. There. Okay. Let's take these up. Okay, so I'm going to dry these with the heat gun. I'll be right back. Okay, these are pretty dry. Now I want to get the edges off, and I could trim them off, but I like to use the sandpaper because it just gets them right next to the edge nicely. And it only really takes a couple seconds. There, so that's one. I will do the rest off camera so you don't have to sit and watch, but that's how nice one turned out. Okay, I wanted to do this last one with you because I wanted to show you that, you know, you can just go like that, but it really helps if you leave enough on to bend it over against the card and then just go like that, it just comes right off. So bend that pattern back and just go like that. Off it comes. Either way, it's so thin that with a little sandpaper, it just falls right off. Now we're going to decide what else we want to do as far as how much do we want to cover of the card. So I have pieces of, this is napkin. This is hard to tear. It's not as easy as tissue paper to tear, but I thought yeah, it's getting stuck to my hands now. I like the black and white dots on this napkin. So I'm thinking this is kind of like just grabbing bits and pieces. And then you can once that's dry, you should be able to just pull the loose stuff and it should just tear off and leave where you have it stuck. So that's the plan. We'll see. We'll let that dry. This is a piece of tissue paper. And we're just going to randomly stick some of these things on here. And we'll just let that dry. See what else we have. Just different, let's see, let's put that on this one. That's kind of cool when that one's spread out. You can see through that white still to see the stuff underneath. It just adds layers, which is what I love. And let's see. Now I got a piece of Disney in here. Let's do it on the 2. Let's put a big strip of that right there. And we'll have to go back around the edges and trim some of the extra off. And through the little figures, you can still see the pattern and the card underneath. It's just fun. So we've got 2 more. What are we going to do with that? Let's use a bit more of the black and white. I like that. So how about right there? Just give it a good gluing. I made a wrinkle. And again, we're just going to let that dry in place, and however it turns out, that's what we'll end up with. And that's the whole point of just let's put some more dots on this 3. We're going to call this mass making altered playing cards. Yes, it just allows you to kind of do several at once. Yeah, I like that. This one needs a little something. Let's give it some some black dots on this one. Okay. I'm going to dry these. Okay, these are dry. We're going to start with this one. Just kind of, now the whole hope is that I can just rip off the piece that's not stuck well. We're just trying to get the piece that didn't stick. We want that rough, grungy edge. That turned out really well. Everything else, go like that. You can feel. There, those 2 are done. We didn't have much left on that one, but that's okay, because we've got a lot of writing on that one. Okay, and let's do this Disney one. Not much to grab onto. And we may have to take, the sandpaper to the edges if it's just too skinny to grab onto. And that just finishes that off. I'm just going to rip anything that's loose. I just want to get a clean edge up there. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's our texture-y, kind of our background. Can you see all these? Okay. So obviously I want to do some distressing to them, to the edge. Okay, I've distressed all of them. Now, what we're going to do on the back, and we're not done with the front yet, but what we're going to do on the back is similar, only with, we're going to use coffee dyed paper. And I want it to be, I don't want it to be perfect. Like I could just cut out little squares and glue them on. And that's okay, but because it's, I don't know, I just wanted to try gluing areas on the card, but not the whole card. And then sticking this on as a whole, letting it dry and then ripping it off and then getting kind of some grungy spots on the back, if that makes sense. So I want to use the glue stick. I'm just wondering if I will be able to do 6 of them fast enough before the glue starts to dry. We're going to give it a go. So I'm just being random. I don't want perfection on the back, so I'm not going to glue everywhere. There'll be areas where it just won't stick, and that's the point. So let's see how that turns out. If we don't like it, we can always do something different. Okay. Okay, I think these are dry, so we're just gonna flip it back over. Okay, I have no idea how this is gonna turn out, but my hope is, okay. Well, either I didn't get enough on here, or this isn't gonna work like I hoped. So let's give it a little, let's try it down here. You know what? I think this paper is too thick, possibly. So this is an experiment. I think maybe this paper is going to be too thick to do what I hoped. You can do it really well with thin book paper, but I wanted book pages, but I wanted to be able to write on the back of this. So yeah, it's just leaving a little bit. Okay, let's punt. I don't want to waste this sheet of coffee paper because I'm almost out. So what we're gonna do is not what I wanted to do, but sometimes that happens. I'm gonna go ahead and cut these out and glue that paper to the back. I didn't want to do that. I thought that this experiment might work, but I do think that this paper ends up being too thick to accomplish what I had hoped would happen. But you get the idea of what I was trying for, I hope. I'm just trying to get a base on the back for writing. So we're going to cut these out. And then I'll finish sticking them down. Yeah, that's a bummer. But if I would have done it with book page, I know it would have worked, but that would be not the point I was after. I wanted a plain background for journaling in. And this paper it's just computer paper, but once you, I don't know, there's something magical that happens once you coffee dye it. It gets thicker and stronger. I don't know the science behind that, but it does, which makes it nice because you can just use the cheap, you know, printer paper for coffee dyeing. So yeah, that's another chore I need to put on my to-do list. I am almost out of coffee dyed paper, but and I know people have asked, like, want to see how I do it, but really it'd be just me like standing in the kitchen putting paper into coffee water and then putting it on my pan that I use and putting it in my oven. There isn't really anything special or secretive about it. You know, seriously, I wish it was, but the polka dots simply come from the pan that I use, which makes it nice because they do turn out really cute, and you have a bunch of cool pieces you can use, but there's really no secret to it. So okay, well, let's start over here. Season out. Yeah, we're gonna just do what we have to do to get this project done. We're just gonna fix them. See, it just wants to come off. And these corners, I'll come with the corner rounder on probably the whatever one fits best for the playing cards, and we'll round those corners back up after we're done completely. I mean, this still looks cute, right? But it just wasn't what my plan was. I thought I could pull off something much grungier and cuter, but apparently not. And that's okay. It's not the first time I've had to change my plans mid-project. Okay, now that I have re-glued this on, I'm going to dry it with the heat gun. Okay, they are dry. Grab my corner rounder, and we're going to use the 1/4 inch just to make these corners uniform, I guess. It's a lot easier than trying to re-round them with scissors. Okay, let's flip them over, see how they're looking. I was thinking about whether I wanted to sew around them or not. I think I might, just to add another texture. First though, I think we'll stick some piano roll paper just in random spots to add some more texture to the back or to the front of this. I'm not sure glue stick is going to work on this, the shiny bits of this. I might have to just go with art glitter. But I'm just afraid that shininess won't work with the glue stick. Yeah, I like that. It just is going to add another layer. It's just another way to use up some of your paper piano roll paper. And I have a lot of it. So, gonna go right there, I think, right over that. And, okay, I'm doing the last one. Didn't want to make you sit and watch all that. These piano paper rolls, I never, yeah. Anyhow, sometimes they're a little tricky to work with because you've got all these holes and they get kind of wonky. But yeah, I like it. It just added a wonky texture to the background. Now, I'm trying to decide if I want to sew this first. Yeah, I'm going to go sew around these just with a straight stitch, I think, or maybe I'll do some zigzag funky stitch. I don't know. I'll be right back. You can see better on the back. I just did some funky zigzag and some straight stitch on that one. This one I went all the way around with a straight stitch. I just leave the little fringy threads hanging. This one, just a straight stitch. Again, straight stitch. Little zigzag there. That's all I did there. Straight stitch around there. So let's take the back and do some inking. To give it that nice edge. Okay, now we have all the backs done. They can be written on. You can use these as a gift tag. They're not done, but I'm just saying for the back, you could, to so-and-so from, you can use it as a gift tag, Happy Mail, artist trading cards, whatever. So let's go back to the front. And actually, I got this at a garage sale. Not sure how that'll show up. I want to experiment with these stamps. I love frames. I love that die cut frame I have, and now I picked up these frame stamps. And I just think they're going to come in so handy. They are really grippy. They're really grippy. Wow, okay. I'm just experimenting because I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how well these will show up. Let me just do it. Wow, they really are sticky. Okay, so I'm experimenting over here. I don't know if you can see that or not. We're just trying some things. It really does stick. Okay. I mean, yeah, I like it. You can see it. It does blend in over here, but it's there, and it adds another kind of a mysterious layer in the background. You're not sure where that layer comes in, but it's there. These are so fun, right? I just feel like I'll be using these frames a lot. Boy, they are sticky, which is good, but that probably won't last. But it's weird because they're sticky on the other side too. So sticky on this side, which I'm not used to. Okay, let's. There, yeah, you can really see that one nicely. I like that. It just really adds that little extra This one's cute. It's like a little wooden frame. So that'll be interesting. Not sure. Maybe we'll use it right here on this one. Yeah, all right. That'll be fun to use in the future. And then there's one more. It's these little things, guys, that you can find at garage sales. Somebody's done with this. Well, it wasn't even used. This was new. Somebody just didn't care for it after they bought it, I guess. Which I've done that, but so you can grab up things from garage sales. It just saves money from crafting. Stuff is so expensive. If you can pick it up at a garage sale or a thrift store. Oh, I like that. Okay, I really like that one a lot. Okay, so I have 2 more to go. Which one do I want to use again? I like this one. I think we're going to use this one again. And we'll put it on this one. Yeah, like that. Okay, and I need one more again. I like that one. I think we're going to go with that one. Wait, no, I changed my mind. We're going to go with this fancy one. The one I did here that doesn't show up all the way. I think it will show up nicely on this one. Right, okay. Thank you to the frame stamps. Okay, so I've cut out some stamps. I've cut out 6 stamps. I think we're going to try to use these as another focal point on these cards. And I had this crazy idea that I wanted to drip some ink. I don't know if that's going to work. Just a drip of ink. Don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. It's not like watery, so that's not the word. It's not. It's kind of thick, so it doesn't run as fast. Okay, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I'm getting more on the paper underneath than I am the card. Just took it right off. All right, we're gonna. Yeah, it's just one of those things that's not quite working out like I had hoped. And it's getting on my hands. Okay. Usually when you come to my channel, you can learn about the things not to do. Other people's channels, you can find all the things to do, and then you can come over to mine to make sure you get good education on what not to do. I'm just being funny. You know what? this is how we learn. So I just thought, what would a drip of ink? But it doesn't, you know, it doesn't like run like I had anticipated. Okay, back to, I want to put probably this blue one. I don't know. Should I keep it matchy-matchy like that? Or is that too much blue? You know? Let's just play around and see where these fall. So some of these are kind of hard to see which way is up. That one's pretty obvious, but yeah. Okay, so I don't know. Let's see who belongs where. No, I don't want that. Yeah, that one could go there. The yellow, the red could go here. I like that. The brown. There's some more green. Green and blue. Maybe. If we do that, we won't even see that blue. But I don't know if that one goes. This one could go here because we have a lot of blue. This one can go here because it'll pick up the blue. Yeah, okay. I think those belong. So let's just take some art glitter glue and start stamping them down. You know what I was going to do? Ooh, I was going to grunge those edges before I stuck them down. But I got ahead of myself. I like that blue stamp. Just knocks back some of that white and it makes it look grungier. This one doesn't really need it that much. Okay. No big harm there. Yep, I like that one right there. So our mask make's supposed to be quick because I feel like this has not been very quick. Okay, one more. Oops, I was gonna go over here, wasn't I? Okay, we've got all the stamps stuck down. And now I have these numbers. So I cut out with the die cut, my number die cut. I cut out some out of craft. So I want to use the corresponding number on, so, shoot, you know what? I wanted that 3 like that. And now my stamp's upside down. Because you can't really see that 3. I didn't even notice I did that. I did it on this. No, you can still see the 6. Okay. We're just going to carry on. We're going to use the numbers that correspond with each of the cards. And that's a 3. So we're going to use that. We're going to layer them on. Okay, where's my 7? And, 2. Yeah. Okay, so I want to make these, I'm going to paint the numbers gold. Okay, so I painted all of the numbers, and I did, it was bugging me that I wanted that 3 showing at the top, so I did take a different stamp and I went over that brown stamp with a blue stamp. It was bugging me. I know that this one doesn't really, the 6 is there, just I wanted those numbers to show up in that corner, so yeah, I just did that. So now we're going to glue on our numbers, try to decide where we want them, where they would look best on each corresponding card. I just thought it'd be cute to have the same number. Yeah, matchy matchy. That's my old driver's license there. Get some of that glue off. Okay, we'll let that one dry. That 3 is a little wet yet, so we're going to move on to the 7. I'm going to want that right. Yep, I just want it to come right across that stamp. Yep. Okay, and we have our 8. I love these number dies because, I mean, they're just so fun to use. Cut them out of anything or paint them. Okay, and then our 2, really like that one. And I'm going to overlap that stamp again. Let's get it straight. There we go. And then our 6. I think we're going to put it over there. Kind of like that. And now we'll play with the 3. I want to put it right there. Just get that glue off of there. Stick, 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 stick. Okay. Now we're going to let those numbers dry. Okay, they're fairly dry. We're going to steal that ring out of there. I am going to use this kind of as a template to find where I want to make this. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of hard to do them. Yeah, I'll just eyeball it because it was harder trying to, I was grabbing up the other one and it was too thick, so I'm just gonna go and try to get it close to where the first one was. Doesn't have to be perfect. I think I need a new punch. I mean, you know, how much can one punch take? And this is old, so, ugh. Okay, so we have our first one we did, and we'll let's look at them first. So we're done. We're gonna call this project done, and we just did layering. It's a mass make altered playing card project. So I don't know how long that took us, but just starting at the bottom and adding different layers, whether it's tissue paper or stamping, and then sewing around it and poking your hole. Now, what I would like to do, obviously, eventually, when I buy some more eyelets, I want to put those in here because I know that would keep these sturdier and it will look better, but I just don't think I have enough of the same color to do all these. So when I buy some more, I'm going to come back and put those in and I'll show you. But all right, so that's 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you just got them right there. Okay, you guys, thanks again for hanging out with me. I appreciate you guys so much. And thank you to all those who went over and subscribed on my new channel. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.